Hi, welcome. Today I am going to explain about the film The Voyeurs. Spoilers ahead, watch out fully. Pippa and Thomas, a young couple, move into their first Montreal apartment together. They quickly discover that the flat across the street, where a man with a professional studio is taking pictures of a woman, is plainly visible from their windows. Thomas and Pippa observe the pair having sex. At first, Thomas keeps watching, but he eventually stops at Pippa's request. They humorously give Brent and Margot, their neighbors, pen names. As a housewarming gift, Pippa's bossy gives her a bird feeder while she works as a trainee optometrist at L'Optique. To watch the duo, Pippa gets Thomas a set of binoculars. When Margot is out, they frequently witness Brent having sex with multiple models. Pippa shows curiosity about what the neighbors are talking about, and she soon finds out that Thomas is able to use a laser pointer to listen in on another room. However, in order to accomplish this, they need a reflective surface to reflect the laser beam back to them. Pippa and Thomas pose as guests to get into the Halloween costume party that Brent and Margot host in their apartment. After Pippa places a mirror in the apartment, Thomas and she are able to hear each other's discussions. They become uneasy upon hearing Margot question Brent about his infidelity. Brent then physically abuses Margot and persuades her that her misgivings are unjustified. The following day, Julia, who goes by Margot, visits L'Optique, where Pippa examines her eyes and helps her select a new pair of fashionable glasses. Julia sends Pippa a hangout invitation. Pippa tries to alert Julia of Brent's infidelity, but Thomas is adamant that she cease watching the neighbors. When Julia and Pippa later cross paths at a spa, Julia discloses that her husband, Sebastian, often known as Seb, is a well-known photographer. Pippa watches as Seb throws away a condom after engaging in a threesome. Afterwards, she manages to gain access to Seb and Julia's wireless printer and utilizes it to discreetly reveal Seb's adulterous behavior to Julia, providing the condom as evidence. Thomas yells at Pippa for having such a strong emotional attachment to Julia and Seb. Pippa apologizes to Thomas the following morning and makes a commitment to cease observing the neighbors. But after Julia appears to have slit her own neck, they watch Seb find her body in the restroom. Thomas breaks up with Pippa and walks away, blaming her for Julia's passing. Pippa watches as Seb throws away a condom after engaging in a threesome. Afterwards, she manages to gain access to Seb and Julia's wireless printer and utilizes it to discreetly reveal Seb's adulterous behavior to Julia, providing the condom as evidence. Thomas yells at Pippa for having such a strong emotional attachment to Julia and Seb. Pippa apologizes to Thomas the following morning and makes a commitment to cease observing the neighbors. But after Julia appears to have slit her own neck, they watch Seb find her body in the restroom. Thomas breaks up with Pippa and walks away, blaming her for Julia's passing. Pippa attends Seb's exhibition with her friend Ari, and it turns out that Seb collaborated with Julia, who is still alive. It is revealed that Pippa and Thomas are the exhibition subjects. Seb and Julia reveal that they are the owners of the flat Pippa and Thomas were renting, and they were aware that they were being monitored. Their agreement stated that they gave their permission to be photographed. Inconsolable, Pippa takes off. When she makes the decision to vacate the flat, she finds dead birds on a grate directly beneath her bird feeder. When Seb and Julia get home from an interview promoting their exhibition, they discover a bottle of wine by their door as a thank you. Pippa informs their printer that she is aware that they killed Thomas while they are sipping the wine. Pippa assumes that Julia poisoned Thomas's drink and arranged his suicide while she was having sex with Seb after escorting him and Julia into Eloptique. Pippa also admits that she gave their wine a spike, which made Julia and Seb pass out. Pippa burns their corneas by placing the two under a LASIK machine. Pippa and Thomas's old apartment is now occupied by a new couple. They watch Seb and Julia, who have both lost their sight, at their apartment. After observing Seb and Julia from the rooftop, Pippa puts her binoculars away. Comment your favorite sequence in this movie recap with time snaps. Thanks for watching this awesome recap. Subscribe for regular movie updates.